What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I hope that you all are doing well. Today we are doing a reading vlog. It is currently 20 past 8 on a Saturday on the 26th of July. Kansani, if you're watching this video, happy birthday. I already said happy birthday, but giving you a birthday shout out. But anyway, this is the time. Can you see? No, I don't think you can see. The heck? What's going on? There we go. It is 8:21. Sorry, I had to show you guys at an angle. It is 8:21 on a Saturday. I was just talking for another about crocheting in another vlog. I don't know which one's going up first. I don't know. I'm guessing this one might go up first. So the goal for this video that I'm filming right now is to finish this book. So this is supposed to be a reading vlog. I don't know, I've never done a reading vlog before, but the goal is to do a reading vlog. My biggest goal is to finish this. I was in a reading slump for the longest of times, and I'm slowly getting out of it, but I feel like I have so much to do. Now that I'm finally out of a reading slump, I have so much to do that I'm too tired, even at the end of the day when I'm sleeping, when I'm about to go to bed, to read, right? And so I'm having to sneak in a couple of minutes here and there every single day to try and read. And it's not working out as well for me, but I'm finally out of the terrible reading slump I was in earlier in the year. And I'm excited to finish this book. I am on page 300. And it has 411 pages. So I'm like 72% of the way done. I'm not guessing. I think it is 72. Yeah, it has to be 72. But anyway, I want to read this. There's only this much of it left, and I've already read this much, so I'm gonna go read this. I think I want to go sit on my bed or like lie down and read, and maybe I should put on pajama pants, because the pants that I'm wearing are not as comfortable. And also I've just become the person who puts on pajamas at 8 o'clock or 7 sometimes. Like, as long as I've eaten dinner, I'm like, pajamas, let's go. I want to put on pajamas. I want to put on pajama pants and just get comfortable and go read my book. I don't want to use the term spiraling, but I'm spiraling adjacent. Whatever's next to spiraling, whatever is next to spiraling, whatever is not quite as bad as spiraling, but almost there, from being burnt out, I think. Because I've been crocheting for 3 or 4 weeks non-stop, and I've finally gotten to a point where I'm just annoyed. I don't want to see my crochet stuff. It's even gone to a point where I put away my crochet stuff and even my tools. And I decided that for the rest of the weekend, I'm going to be reading this. I'm going to be finishing this book. This book, I don't know, I'm seeing reviews on Goodreads, and a lot of people disliked it. I, however, am kind of enjoying it. Maybe not a 5-star read, but I'm liking it. Maybe it's because I read and want to feel emotions, and I'm not feeling the emotions as deeply as I would if I was reading a Jodi Picoult book, but I'm really feeling them. And I'm feeling bad. I am feeling the characters' emotions sometimes, but I'm also feeling bad for them as an empath. So it's, yeah, we're gonna go read. Okay, catch up with y'all.
She calls me day and night. I'm sorry, girl, you just don't make me feel right. I never meant to make you cry, you were right. Just leave me be, I'm not gonna put up a fight. And every time you wake up feeling worse, and then you check the time. It's never what it feels like, just throw me a dime. Everything was good.
Hi everyone. So it is Monday today, and I still have not finished this book. I'm gonna explain. So my thought process last night was that I was not going to finish this book. I'm on page 345. I was not going to finish this book last night so I could finish it today. And the reason that I wanted to finish it today was because that I wanted to save it for today was because today I was supposed to go run errands in town. And now I knew I was probably going to be in the taxi for a minimum of 25 minutes in the morning and a minimum of possibly an hour on my way back home, because our taxis take long to get full before they can like come home. So I knew that would take some time, so I wanted to read. Then in the morning I wake up, I get ready to go into town, bathe, get dressed and everything, and as I'm about to leave the house, something tells me, double check your card holder. Like, oh, my card holder, okay, cool. I check my card holder. Tell me why my mother has not given me back my card. So my mom took my card. Like, I gave her my card for something because she didn't want to use hers, and then she never brought it back. She never gave it back, and I just forgot about it because she never uses my card. We never use my card. I mean, she's the one who's working. We never use my card. So she took my card, and I don't know where to find it. I just sat down. I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I changed. I was wearing jeans. And a jacket. I was wearing boots. I was ready to leave, and I just took them off. I was like, fine, I'll stay in my leggings. And then I changed out of my jacket and put this thing on because it's the warmest thing ever. And I want a second one, because last year I said I want a second one and never got myself a second one. And this year I'm regretting having not bought a second one last year. And now I'm thinking I need a second one. And I'm even thinking of sacrificing, because I was supposed to get myself a new robe. I'm even thinking, maybe I should instead consider getting myself another one of these instead of getting myself a new robe. But I also need a new robe. But I also think this is better than getting a new robe, because I don't mind walking around in this. For example, if I go to the spaza shop to get like bread or something, I don't mind walking around in this. But I definitely am not going to be walking around in my robe. I'm not that person. So I don't know. But yeah, I never finished reading this book. I never finished reading it, and I want to finish it. The reason that I do not want to finish it is because I knew I was going to have trouble picking out a new read in the morning. I knew I wasn't going to be able to think of which book to read. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. And so I decided that I would not finish this book, so I could finish it in the taxi. And if I finish it in the taxi, I just put it away. It's whatever. I get to enjoy whatever's left of my taxi ride, or however long I was going to be in the taxi. And then I'd get home, and I probably was not going to read for the rest of the night and pick out a new book the next day. I don't know, because I don't know what to read next. My problem is I have accumulated, it feels like I've bitten off more than I can chew. I have accumulated books, and I have not read most of them. I was reading books from the library. I don't know what. I feel like this is psychological. I feel like it's psychological because I literally had, in the beginning of the year, around 50, 60 something books, right? And I would still go to the library despite having not read 3/4 of the books that were on my shelf at the time. And now, and I kept accumulating books secondhand. Some are gifts, some are bought secondhand, some are brand new. Not a lot of them are brand new, but some of them are. A lot of them are secondhand, a lot of them are gifts. And my thing is, why did I go to the library and not read the books that I had on my shelf? For example, this book, I've had this book for months, and yet I still went to the library instead of reading the book. Why? So now it feels as if I've bitten off more than I can chew, in the sense that I don't know where to start. That I have about 160 books, and about 140 something of them have not been touched. Where do we start? and I do have some classics, right? So people like Jane Austen. I have some Thomas Hardy. I've got some of the older books, right? Some books that were like published in the 1800s, in the early 1900s, all these things. And I also have books that are popular right now on Book Talk, right? Like that one, the terms and conditions one, is it the Dreamland or whatever? I've got that Sarah J. Maas Akotor. I've got Bridgerton. I don't know where to start. I feel stuck. And so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to pick a book in the morning and leave. I knew I was going to ponder at it and basically miss that early morning taxi and not be able to catch that. And if you don't catch that early morning taxi, you are practically screwed because you don't know when the next taxi is going to come. But anyway, but now it is 3 o'clock. I'm gonna show you guys the time. It's not 3 o'clock, it is 3:37. Let me show y'all. It is 3:37. It is Monday the 28th of July. So now what I'm going to do is, I've been doing other things this whole time. I've been working on other things and I am done. I'm tired. I call it quits. I have not started crocheting yet. I feel tired. I told myself that since I was going to run errands, I wasn't going to crochet today. So my brain is like, you said we're not crocheting today. So I'm kind of like, it's fine, let's give you some time off. Also because I need to buy more haberdashery for myself. I need to buy the haberdashery for this, so I can finish it off. But anyway, I'm gonna read this. I don't know if I'm gonna take any shots of me reading this. I feel like it's gonna seem repetitive because I feel like the last time lapse was me in this outfit. But I don't know. I'll see what I do, and I'll tell you guys how I feel about the book when I'm done with it. I actually still need to do a review for 2 books, I think, because I've been in a reading slump and did not read a single thing. It feels like I didn't read a single thing, but I did read something. I remember what I read. I read Sing You Home by Jodi Picoult. It was initially from the library that I read this book, but I have since then acquired my own copy. And then I also read Looking for Alaska by, what's his name, John Green. So the same guy who wrote The Fault in Our Stars. I read that book. That book took me 6 weeks, I think, to finish. No, I'm lying, not even 6 weeks. Probably took me like 2 months to finish. Granted, it was not a boring book per se. I don't want to say it was a boring book, but it was definitely a book that I would have enjoyed so much more if I had read it back in high school. Like, I would have loved it. It would have been one of the books that I felt like that changed my life. I would have appreciated it more as a child. But it was a good book. It was a good read. And if I was not in a reading slump, I feel like I would have enjoyed it even more. It is a little bit of a slow book, but I really like the characters, especially because they're high school students. I feel like they are well written. For high school students, they're well written, and I want to pick the book up again when I'm not in a reading slump, in between other books. When I'm not in a reading slump, when I'm like just knocking books out, I want to pick that book up again. I feel like even then I will appreciate it more than I did reading it now, because it took me 73 billion years to read a book that was literally smaller than this. I think it took me, hold on, let's double check. Let's check my reading challenge. I will let you know what it was that I read. So I read this one. It took a long time. It took me, that was 6 weeks. Oh, I thought it was more than that. It took me 6 weeks to finish the book, and it's such a small book. I feel like at the time I was also not crocheting quite a lot, and I feel like at the time I could have theoretically read it in 2 weeks at least, at most. Read it in 2-3 weeks. When here I was 6 weeks. It took me 6 weeks to finish the book. That was not cool. But anyway, we're on this one. I have the feeling that I'm going to finish this one today. And so if I finish this one today, then I'm still in the same position where I need to pick a book for the next day. But oh well, I'm okay. Oh, the other book that I read was Sing You Home, like I said. And that one also took me quite a long time. But the book is thick, okay? The book is very thick. The book made me cry multiple times. I still think about it and it's like I cry sometimes. This one took much longer to finish. I think it took me 2 months. Oh no. Why do I always overestimate how long it took me to do things? It just felt that way, but it also took me 6 weeks. It should not be taking me that long to read a book. But I was in a reading slump. I'll give myself grace when it comes to that, because I really did not want to read. I was really burnt out and did not want to partake in anything. I was very despondent, did not want to do anything, none of the things that I enjoyed as well. And I was told that I needed to push through and at least do one thing that I liked, and one of the things that I chose was reading, because I felt like reading was such low effort. It was such a low effort thing. Like I could read 2 pages a day and I'd call it a win. And with things like painting and other hobbies that I have, so much more effort, so much more thought goes into it, so much more time goes into it. So I chose reading. But I've only read 3 books this entire year, and this is the 4th book. My goal this year is to read 12 books. I don't know if I'm going to finish that, but I'm on a mission to finish it, because I can feel myself getting out of my reading slump. I want to say since Friday, I can feel myself slowly getting out of the reading slump. I'm enjoying it again. I'm finding pleasure in it again. So I don't know. I have 8 books. After this one, I have 8 books to finish, and I have 156 days to finish it. And I don't want to count on starting a book after the 16th of January, mainly because after the 16th of December, mainly because around that time is when schools have closed, right? And my mom's home. And as soon as my mom's home, there's a lot more that's going to happen. Everybody else in my family will have also closed at work or at school or wherever. And things are going to get busy. There's going to be things happening, events happening likely, or just in general seeing more family. So I don't want to make myself believe that I can pick up a book after the 16th or on the 16th of December and finish it by the 31st. Christmas is on the 25th. My birthday is on the 31st. I'm likely going to be running around like a headless chicken those 2 weeks. So I don't want to count on that. So I am literally giving myself until, let's say, the 10th of December to pick up the last book, because it is also likely to take me long. We don't know. I don't know though. We'll see what happens. But I am going to read right now. I'm going to enjoy this. I have been watching that Netflix series. I kind of stopped watching it for a while. It was a lot. I can see why people watch shows as they come, and why I think it would be advisable to do that. So like with Wednesday, for example, only season 1 is out so far. And I watched Wednesday, and even though there was some disturbing images in Wednesday, I was fine. I was okay. With You, I watched 3 seasons back to back, and it did not work out for me very well, because the disturbing images came back to me in my dreams. I did not enjoy that at all. I don't like that. And I did kind of stop watching it for a while because I wanted to finish 2.5 Men, which the contrast between the two is absolutely wild. But I finished 2.5 Men, and now I'm watching You again. I'm on season 4, and I almost forgot how heavy it was for me to watch this. I almost forgot because I've been watching a comedy this entire time. Sure, I was getting mad at Evelyn. Sure, I was getting mad at Alan. But for the most part, it was funny. And now I'm here. I'm watching this. I'm like, I forgot. I forgot how bad it was. And yeah, I've decided that from now on, I'm not doing that thing where I watch more than one season in a week. Decided that I'm not going to do that. And in between every season, I need to watch something else. I need to take a break for a few days, like let myself maybe watch a sitcom, or let myself just go a couple of days without watching anything except catching up on my YouTube girlies maybe. And yeah, that's gonna be crazy, that's gonna be wild, it's gonna be a lot, but we live and we learn. And I've learned this lesson now, and now I can apply it for the rest of my life. I'm 27. Don't know how long I have to live. Don't know how long this world's going to be the world that we're in still. And yeah, for as long as I'm here, whether it's going to be until 70 or even beyond that, or until next year, it's fine. It's wild. Anyway, I don't know why I turned watching shows into something deep. I'm going to go so I can read and stop talking. I'm going to time myself, say 30 minutes to read. Maybe I should take this time to go lie down on my bed and rest, because I've been sitting on this chair this entire morning and most of the afternoon. So I'm going to fasten my hair or put on my bonnet. I don't know what I want to do. Where is my bonnet? Should be in my pajamas. Anyway, we're going to do that. And then I'll see if I can get some footage for you guys. If I can't get footage, askies. If I can, then great. This is what you'll see next. Bye. So I am in a different room now. I'm in my bedroom. I'm lying on my bed. And the lighting is different. I guess you could tell by that. The other room is on the opposite side of the house. So not through this door, but through that other door that you can see over there. So it's on the opposite side of the house. And now this room, it does not get it gets a lot of morning sun. Not even a lot, but it gets a couple of hours of morning sun, which is very annoying in the morning when you wake up, especially in the summer, and the sun is like in your face and you have to hurry up and leave the room before you get even more annoyed. But the thing that I find funny is that in the winter, I don't like being in this room because it's so cold. But in the summer, this is the room that I come into to hang out, because this room is cooler. Even in the summer, it's much cooler than the other room. The other room gets a lot of afternoon sun. It is excruciatingly hot in the summer in there. And in here, in the winter, it is excruciatingly cold. But in the summer, it's nice and cool. This is my escape. In the summer, this is my escape. This is where I'll come in and lie down for like a couple of minutes or an hour at a time and just read. It's still hot, but not as hot as the other side of the house. And yeah, my mom's room, I'm kind of jealous of my mom's room because she has her bedroom and her bathroom, right? Her bedroom window is on this side, same as mine. And her bathroom window is on the other side. And her bathroom window gets in so much sun into her room that she gets to benefit both from the morning sun and the afternoon sun. So every time I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. Our living room also has windows on both sides of the house. So it gets morning sun, it gets afternoon sun. It is the best room in the house in the summer. In the winter, no, it's cold. It's cold, it's huge. It is unpleasant sitting in there. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I was not meant to talk. This was a little bit of a tangent I went on. But I'm going to try and see if I can get an angle from this side, because I don't think I've ever tried to film from this side. Bye. I'm gonna go read for the next, I want to say 30 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be updating you in 30 minutes, but I'm going to read for 30 minutes. So I think the last clip that you guys might have seen of me was me on my bed reading. I ended up falling asleep for around an hour maybe, and I woke up, did other things, ate dinner, spent time with my mom, watched some stuff, and now it is 11:13, and I don't know what my mom is doing, but we're supposed to have tea and then go to bed. I did not read much until now. What's going on with the light? This has been happening the whole day, the whole evening. Anyway, I'm on page 373, so I am starting chapter 20. Not tonight, I don't think, but I'm going to take it with me to bed. We'll see what happens. I have not decided what I'm going to be reading next, even though I've got maybe lesson 30 actually. Is it lesson 30? No, it's more than 13. It's 30 something. I only have 30 something pages left, and I don't know if I am going to finish this tomorrow or today or whatever. But I think I need to start thinking about the next book that I want to read. In case I do finish this tonight, then I can pick out a new book. However, I don't think it is likely that I'll finish this book tonight or like before I leave tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm then going out. I will not be vlogging anything tomorrow until I come back and perhaps update y'all on how much I've read, or if I've started a new book. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to update you guys about right now. I am very excited to finish this book. I wouldn't say this is the kind of book that's like, oh my goodness, it is so great, it is wonderful, and I loved it, and blah 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 blah. It's not, but it is a good book, and my heart really breaks for this guy. Earlier today I was thinking to myself, why am I feeling a little heartbroken today? I'm feeling a little sad. Why is that? And I realized it's because I feel bad for this character, the main character of the book. And most of this is in first person, so we get to see how he's feeling. And even though he does not express his emotions, like he doesn't say that he feels bad for X, Y, and Z, but kind of like getting to see his world through his eyes makes me so sad for him. Like, all I want is to go and be like, you need a hug? Do I need to make you some tea? You know, I need Sheldon to come in and make him some tea. I want to give him a hug because I feel so bad for him. He deserves. What is that? Oh, it's the cable. I look at his character, and I feel like he has missed out on so much. He's anyway, I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I'll do a review. I still need to do a review for the others, like I said, but I'll add this onto the list as well and do a proper review of the book without spoiling it. I hope I can do that. But he makes me sad. He makes me sad, and my heart goes out to him and anyone in this world, in the real world, who is experiencing what he's experiencing. It's very sad. But yeah, we'll talk. Bye. It is Tuesday. It is the 29th. Today I had errands to run. A lot of them. So I went into town, and I did spend a lot of time in a taxi. And I did spend some time sitting down, waiting. I did not read because all those times I had conversations with people, and it was good. It was good for me. Had great conversations, and yeah, you know, I love them. I did read a little bit in the morning, but not a significant amount. I probably read like 4 pages while I waited for the water to come back, because they cut off our water supply last night, and it only came back this morning. So I read a little. It was 4 pages, not an update worthy amount of reading, but I just wanted to say that it'll be going on until tomorrow. I found buttons. I found black buttons, but they look so dang ugly. There's nothing to it. There's no flavor, but I guess it's fine because the cardigan will have a lot of flavor, and the buttons are just gonna be plain. I don't like those buttons. I don't like them. But anyway, I wish I could have found better buttons, but these are the only buttons that I could find. Unfortunately, they were black, and the gray buttons that I saw were not nice at all. So I was like, I'm just gonna use black. But anyway, I am here. Gonna have tea with my mom. Gonna watch some YouTube. Thank you, Mama. Hi. So it is today, the 31st of July, which finally July is over. It's been forever, but it is the 31st of July, and I have not opened this book in 2 days or 3. Can't remember. Either the last time I opened the book was the 28th or the 27th of July, and I'm glad that I kind of took a break from it because I just wasn't feeling it. Honestly, I just wasn't feeling reading, so I just sat here and took my break. I did nothing. Part of me feels like I am grieving, can I say? Prepaid grieving that I won't be reading the book anymore. Like I lose the character, and I kind of like the main character. I feel bad for him, but I also like him, you know? I feel like he could have done so much had he been given the opportunity to, and it feels like everything was just taken away from him, and that makes me sad. And I only have 2 chapters left, so I feel as if, is it 2? There's 3. That's 3. I have 3 chapters left, and I feel bad for him because I was honestly rooting for him so much. And yeah, he definitely did not get the life that he was working towards because of something that was beyond his control and something that was not even his responsibility. I feel bad for him, and I'm trying not to ruin it, but yeah. But oh well, I'm gonna read this tonight because I am excited now to read more books, and I acquired more books. Somebody gave me books. I'm so happy about that. So I am going to find space for those books, because this and this is both full, and these are full except the bottom 2 little cubicles. But the thing is, I don't want books in the bottom cubicles because God forbid that there's anything that ever happens with water. Granted, our geyser's not in this room anymore. It's not like it used to be up there, but it's not there anymore. Still, I don't feel comfortable having valuable books so close to the ground, you know, because those shelves are not raised. It's not like when you do built-ins where you put it up a little higher on a little platform. They're not on a platform. They're literally on the ground. They're literally like a centimeter off the ground. So I don't feel comfortable putting anything valuable there, like books. I don't feel comfortable with that. And also, I have things sitting over there that need space, and that's the best space for them because I need to be able to access them, but also they don't need to be on my desk. So there's a lot of stationery, my candle, the water bottle that I use to refill my humidifier is on there as well, and a bunch of other things that are not going to be damaged by water, at least not as badly as books. But anyway, I'm gonna have to find space for them. My mom's getting mad at me because of the books that I have acquired, because I don't have a proper shelf and I can't move my printer over there. I can't move it. Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go? And it's something that I'm using not on a daily basis, but we use a lot. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. And this is also full, so it's insane. I might just have to make a plan about those things up there, but also they have things inside. Anyway, I'm excited to find a new book for tomorrow, and a big part of me kind of wants to read. I don't want to read the Sarah J. Maas book. I don't want to read Akato because book 6 is coming and I don't have it. Obviously, it's not published yet, I guess. So I'm not going to read that. I am thinking of reading, definitely not that. I don't know what I want to read. I'm going to make something. I want to make something that would help me pick books at random. So I'm going to add all the books that I'm thinking of reading. Maybe like shortlist 5 or something. Or maybe I should get a friend to help me. Maybe shortlist 5 or something. And then from there have maybe like a wheel, or maybe roll a dice. I don't even own a dice. I do own a dice. Yes. Maybe roll a dice and have that pick for me which book I'm going to read. But anyway, I'm going to read this now, and I will catch up with you guys when I'm done with the book. I will no longer be updating you guys. I will be reading, and I'll come back to you when I'm done reading, unless something major happens, and not major in the book, but unless something major happens that makes it so I don't finish the book and I genuinely need to update you guys, then I'll see you guys when I'm done reading. I finished the book. It was difficult to try and finish the book because I really did not want the book to end. I'm crying. I can't believe I'm crying. But this book has been one of the more realistic books that I've read. Like, everything that happened in this book could literally happen to the person sitting next to you, could literally happen to you. Maybe not the exact circumstances, but kind of like the same principles could apply to absolutely anyone. And I know of people who've had similar principles apply to them. Some every aspect of it, and some only a few of them, or one or two here or there. However, I will say that I'm definitely picking this book up again in a couple of years, maybe in my mid-30s or my 40s. I will definitely want to pick this book up again because it has been very real, and I still feel bad for this character. I will reserve all my thoughts for the book review, for the review that I will make. But the book is good. It's one of the more realistic books that I've read in a while, actually. Like, it's very realistic. Like, nothing is far-fetched at all. Not a single aspect of it is a little far-fetched. And I think it really highlights how a lot of things, I like how can I put it? There's a lot of insight into what he's thinking that is noted in this book. It's in first person, so you get to know exactly what he's thinking, and it is insane. It is Friday the 1st of August. It took me 2 months to finish this book, which I don't like. Almost 2 months. I'm sad about it, and I kept putting it down and not wanting to read further because a part of me was not ready to let it go. I don't know why I'm so emotional about this book, but a part of me didn't want to let it go, so I kept reading a page and then just doing other things. I could have finished this book before I woke up this morning, like last night just before bed, but I just couldn't. And today I only picked it up much later in the afternoon, but I finally finished the book. I did say that I'd come back after I'd finished the book. See, but it's the 1st of August. It's the 1st of August. It is 10:36, and I have not had the chance to think about what other book I'm going to read, like my next read, but I am excited about that. I'm excited to pick out a book, but I will not be showing you guys the book in this vlog. I'm going to go let myself think about it for a couple of minutes and come back, because I am excited to pick up my next book. Because even though I was reluctant to let this one go, I picked it up when I was feeling ready to let it go, you know. And now it's gonna go back on the shelf somewhere, and I'm gonna pick up my next book. I'm thinking I want to pick up a TikTok book, one of those popular TikTok books this time around, because I think this was a little heavy, and I've been reading heavier books this year. I read Special Delivery, I read Sing You Home, which made me cry. I read Looking for Alaska by John Green, which also made me cry. And now I read this one, Everything Must Go by Elizabeth Flock, which did not necessarily make me cry quite as much. But here I am, emotional, and seeing this person who was living this very normal life, disappointed in everything, and I feel his emotions. But yeah, we're gonna go find a TikTok book to read, and I have quite a number of those. Not a lot, but you know, more than... Oh, actually I don't have that much, because most of them are series, and obviously I have to start with the first one. But anyway, I'm gonna go find a book, and I will catch up with you guys in my next video. I think my next video is likely to be a review for, I don't know which book yet. I have to start with Looking for Alaska, though. I think it's only fair that I start with Looking for Alaska and then move on from Looking for Alaska to something. I don't know, because I also have not finished my crochet video that I'm filming at the same time as I'm filming this one. But I think this one's gonna go up first, because obviously it's done. I'm not done crocheting the garment, and I'll only be posting that video after the person has received their garment, because I don't want them to see it online before they actually get to receive it. But yeah, that's what's up. I'm happy that I finished the book. It was sad. I'm likely to cry, but I'm likely to think about it and cry again a little bit later. But right now I'm gonna go pick out another book for myself. I'm probably going to go like have tea or like a snack first, because my mother is still doing other things, so it's gonna be a while before we go to bed. I know I act like my mom and I have to go to bed at the same time, but anyway, I'm gonna go find a snack, maybe drink tea or something, and find a new book to read. Now that I'm done with the book, I'm excited to find another book, but I'm also sad that... I'm not sad that I have to let the book go. I'm just sad for the person, because now I don't know if anyone has watched, because now I don't know if you guys have all watched The Fault in Our Stars, but the entire time Hazel Grace and who's the guy played by Ansel, Augustus, they are wanting the ending to An Imperial Affliction, which I'm still mad it's not a real book. Like, what do you mean it's not a real book? Now I want to read it too, but I think now I'm curious to know what happens next. There is a little bit of a finality that happens in this book, like you get some kind of closure to the situation that is at hand. But now I'm curious about the guy. Now I'm curious about the main character. Like, now I want to know what's going on. And I feel like I should not be saying this because I should be telling you guys all of this in the review. Probably gonna cut this out, and I don't know why I keep talking. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning into today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. I love you all so much, all the way to the moon, around the sun, and back again. Bye.